Guys, nandito kaming mag-asawa ngayon kasi gusto naming linawin ng ilang bagay-bagay na
Ay, naku.
tawa. Hindi ko alam, sweetheart, kung matatawa ko o nung una tawa ko ng tawa kasi okay, may mga chismis na gusto naming linawin. Kung kayo po ay sumusunod sa akin sa Instagram account ko sa Sharon Cuneta, nakita niyo po noong May 11, padis ako papuntang Amerika. Meron akong pictures doon ng family namin na nagdadasal si Kiko for my safety, with our kids. And it was, we hugged and all. Siyempre, di na nakunan yung goodbye namin mag-asawa. Pero, at saka yung video ng mga bata, wala kaming video pictures na. So, in other words po, umalis ako ng maayos. Kiko, ang mga naglalabasan na gusto ko lang malaman ninyo, ito po ay katotohanan at alam po ng Diyos yun, no? I never use the Lord's name in vain because I'm scared of the repercussions. Okay. Chismis number 1. Kaya daw ako umalis kasi daw sinasaktan ako ni Kiko. Mga kaibigan, alam po ng Panginoong Diyos, sa awa naman po niya, mula po nung pagkabata ko, wala pa po naman akong nakilala, minahal, nakasama, o ano pa man, na nasaktan ako. Maaring sa puso, pero hindi physical ever. Ang asawa ko po, ni minsan, ni daliri niyan, hindi dumapo sa akin. Kabilin-bilinan po ng tatay ko yon. The minute na nasaktan ka, kahit kunyari sampal, iwanan mo na. Dahil ang susunod, suntok, tas sipa, tas bububugin ka na. Tsaka alam naman ni Kiko na marunong din akong bumarel. Joke lang, sweetheart. Ngayon, pangalawang chismis. Kaya daw niya ako sinaktan ay dahil ako daw ay may boyfriend na mas bata sa akin. Ang pakiusap ko lang, sana sabihin niyo naman kung sino na makugal ko. At makaakyat siya ng matino sa aking asawa para humingi ng permiso na lumigaw sa o makipagrelasyon sa akin. Tsaka kung sino man tong batang boy, kahit pa matanda, okay? Kung ang matandang ito ay si Antonio Banderas o si Keanu, syempre, ang aking minamahal, ang kaisa-isang lalaki sa mundo na maaaring iwanan ko si Kiko para si Keanu lang yun. Or kung bata, please, pwede ba si Ji Chang-wook o si Cha On-woo o kahit sinong member ng SHINee at NCT, okay po, pwede po ba yun? Pangatlo, sweetheart, narinig mo na ba yung pangatlo?
Hindi pa nga eh.
Eto, baka magulat ka. Huy, buntis ako.
Sus, Mario.
Buntis daw ako. Kaya daw sinaktan.
Ano? Talaga naman, oh. Siguro nakita nila nung una, ay, hindi naman kapani-paniwala. Tapos yung pangalawa, hindi pa rin kapani-paniwala. Ngayon, sumusubok ulit, pangatlong kwento na, baka sakaling maniwala. Ano to?
Nakalimutan nila, hindi na ako 30s. I'm sorry. Kahit cute ako, 55 na po ako. At ayaw na namin ni Kiko. Okay na kami kay Miguel. Mga kaibigan, sinabi na po ito ni Nanay Christopher Minko sa kanyang Christopher Minute. Dahil sa kanya po ako nagsabi nung Marso pa. Okay. Sweetheart, I'll may kwento na. Okay?
Go ahead,
What
yes.
happened, yeah.
Yes.
Lalo na sa inyong mga nakanood nung when was that our anniversary, Dad? Our 25th? Or was it no, anniversary, yeah, the dinner, remember? And then I FaceTimed with Casey. Remember? Oo. Tapos meron kaming parang pinag-uusapan na sabi ko, did she tell you? Kasi alam ni Casey. And she said, yeah, she told me because she was worried about you. Yung she na pinag-uusapan namin is my manager in America. And she told Casey, because something happened. Okay, ngayon pwede ko na ikwento. Because I'm feeling better. I am in a place that my family knows I love very much. And this is the story. May mga naglabasan. Kunento na po ni Nanay Christine. I will just confirm it and tell you maybe a few more details. Alam ng asawa ko ito. And my family has been nothing but supportive, loving, and praying for me. Si Kiko, tiniis yung sabihin na nating depression ko, ito po talagang nangyari. My surprise, remember nagpo-post ako ng mga happy dance dito sa IG. Because I had a surprise for my Sharonians, for all of you guys. My big surprise was that I was coming to Hollywood to do my first Hollywood film, not for any platform, not for Netflix, not for any platform, but for cinematic release with premieres all over. Produced by Dan Lin, who made Aladdin, and the Amblin partner, and the big boss, the one and only Steven Spielberg. The very first all-Filipino cast na I was so honored to have been chosen to be part of. At ang lead star po nito ay si Joe Coy, ang ating one and only, our very own Joe Coy. Now, Joe Coy was the one that handpicked me to be in his movie. He suggested to the producers that pinag-usapan ako, kwento niya ako. And then I had several Zoom meetings already with the producer. The casting directors, the director, our director Jay, and then later on with Joe. I read for the role, kasi dalawa lamang, aside from Joe Coy, dalawa lang ang lead roles na parehong babae. Kasi it's loosely based on his life. So, kasi komedyante siya, alam ng mga tao yung lagi he would talk about his mom sa kanyang shows sa Netflix, right? So, anyway, so one of the two female lead roles was the role of his mom and the role of his mom's sister, yung tita niya, who was actually the one who was very supportive of Joe Coy becoming a comedian and pursuing a comedic career, a career in comedy. And very close siya doon, si Tita Teresa niya. Anong nangyari po, I'll say it na as it is, Dada, kasi it's finished na naman. Yung kinikwento ni Nanay Christy na isang dokumento, ganito yon. Dapat umalis ako ng May 18 to fly to LA, and the very next day, fly to Canada kung saan ang shooting. Sa Canada, may 2-week quarantine. At ang umpisa ng shooting namin ay dapat May 3, I think, or something. Now, in Hollywood, it's very different because napaka-efficient ng kanilang pagtrabaho na nakaschedule na yung buong shooting. Every single day of the filming was scheduled. Of course, permits for locations were already gotten and confirmed. And because Joe Coy has to stick to this tight schedule, since he's going to have a very long and very big tour. Kumbaga sa concert tour, siya yung kanyang stand-up comedy act, ito-tour niya. So, kailangan matapos yung movie in time, which was supposed to be end of June. Okay, ang nangyari po sa akin is, they swabbed me. Dapat kasi kung sasakay ka ng eroplano before leaving the Philippines. And I could leave because I am a U.S. immigrant. I'm a legal resident here. Si Kiko never yan magiging residente ng kahit ibang bansa, kahit anong bansa, dahil kahit nung nasa Boston kami at nabuntis ako, doon gusto niya umuwi ako para manganak. Pero nakakaintindihan kami ng asawa ko. Yung asawa ko, supportive yan. Kahit nasa amin ni Keanu, supportive siya. Pero hindi pa naman ako titira dito. Marami na akong ginagawa. Kikwento ko sa inyo. Ito lang. So what happened was, before you get on a flight, of course you have to get a PCR test, a COVID test, about, what is it, like at least 3 days before your flight. So I was flying out May 18. On May 16, I got swabbed by one laboratory that I cannot find it in my heart to forgive. I'm sorry, I won't mention it. Because on May 17, I was leaving on the 18th, remember. On May 17, I was waiting for my results, and I had a Zoom meeting with our what was it? Travel coordinator. You see, these big productions have a travel coordinator. They have lahat may coordinator said for everything. So everything, Eugene, one of the actors in Joe Koy's movie, was also in that Zoom meeting. Our travel coordinator was in that Zoom meeting. My assistant Penny was in that Zoom meeting. Peachy was in that Zoom meeting because Peachy was coming to be my assistant. Dahil hindi pwede magsama ng marami because of COVID restrictions, especially in Canada. So anyway, she was telling us, you get your working packets, you have them already. So, and then when you land in LA, this person will meet you, and then you're just gonna walk from the airport to spend the night in this hotel that's connecting, and then the next morning, this is the map of the Vancouver airport. It was so detailed. It was so wonderful. She was a wonderful lady, and she was zooming in with us from Canada. So I was so happy, and I told Eugene, I am so excited to meet you in person and to work with you because you're really funny. It was the first time I met him, and he plays Joe Koy's cousin in the movie. Anyway, to make a long story short, natapos yung meeting. I was so happy. Nakapack na kami. We were ready to leave the next day, and I was gonna announce to you the very next day and say something like, well, Hollywood, but whatever, I'm finally going to meet you or something, and surprise all of you, my Sharonians. And what happened was, wala pang 5 minutes after the Zoom meeting, my assistant called me to say, ma'am, di po kayo makakaalis bukas. I said, why? Positive po yung COVID test nyo. So, napanik ako. I said, what? Positive po. So, natural, nasabi dun nasabi ko agad sa manager ko. So, it was a big problem because everyone was ready. They couldn't afford any delays. And naturally, it was heart-wrenching and heartbreaking for me. I literally, nanlambot ako na para ako natunaw. Ito yung masakit. After this test by that lab, which I still cannot forgive, I immediately scheduled 3 different labs to come and test me again. After that, the next day, another different lab. So, pang-apat na. Later on, for ABS, we had swabs. It was a total of 7 tests after that first supposedly positive test. All the 7 different labs tested me negative. So, hindi ba naman heartbreaking yon? That's why I was depressed. At dahil di ko pa nakwento sa inyo yung bakit ako masaya, tas bakit bigla ako nalungkot, walang may alam. So it was, parang feeling ko, it was false positive, and 7 different reputable, trusted labs tested me negative. And I didn't, wala akong sakit eh. Wala akong sakit. That same lab na nag-test sa akin ng positive, tinest ng positive, yung masahista ko, na natakot din siya, because she's not so young anymore. She's been with me since hindi ko pa asawa si Kiko, 94. Tapos pinatest ko siya ulit, negative. Kasi magkasama kami dun sa, parang nag-quarantine na lang kami just to be sure because my kids have morbid, what do you call it?
Comorbidities.
Comorbidities, yes. So my 3 kids have asthma. And pag ikaw ay nagkaroon ng COVID at ikaw ay may asthma, ang asthma ay problema sa paghinga, di ba? It's something that can really, it's one of those diseases that can actually accelerate it can be fatal, accelerate your being sick and all that. So that's why my kids got vaccinated with their dad. Well, Frankie, because she's 20, turning 21. Now, it took me, ganito kasi ako pag medyo namumroblema, which my husband of 25 years knows very well already about me. Parang pag may namatay, I shut down. Wala silang choice kundi tuloy yung movie. So my role as Tita Teresa went to Tia Carrere. she played the sister of the ate of Lilo in Lilo and Stitch, yung boses niya. And she was also in Wayne's World for all of you Gen Xers like us, no? She's half Filipino, so she got my role. She already had a role in the movie, so when I couldn't make it, she got the other lead role. And I'm glad she did. But it broke my heart. It really did. Because it was such an honor to be in the very first all-Filipino production in Hollywood, backed by a producer as big as Steven Spielberg. And up to now, when I think about, ayan, medyo pinipigil ko yung luha ko. Hindi lang para sa akin, I felt dala-dala naming lahat yung bandila ng Pilipinas. Na parang, you know, in the middle of all this Asian hate going on in America and some parts of the world, we were so proud that there was Mr. Spielberg was backing this movie of Filipinos. And it breaks my heart because I love Joe Coy. And later I'll post, kasi sa Zoom meeting namin, sabi niya, wait, let me take a picture. Sabi ko, me too. Yung screen lang, kinukuha namin magkasama kami. And we were so excited. So, yun ang kinabreak ng puso ko. At pinabayaan ako ni Kiko na magluksa over it. And since they're in Canada, sabi ko talaga, I need to go to America and just leave the country kasi and also make myself productive here. So I licked my wounds here, lahat ng mga, parang feeling ko, it was such a nice surprise sana sa Sharonians ko at sa buong Pilipinas din na it was something we could all be proud of. Kasi hindi pa ginawa yun ever na all-Filipino cast sa Hollywood. Tapos si Steven Spielberg yung producer mo. And I had a good rapport with my director, Jay, who's also an actor. He's Indian-American, East Indian-American. And I was looking forward to working with him so much, especially with Joe Coy. So, yun ang dahilan. Para ako namatayan. And Kiko just let me be. Because he's such a supportive husband, he just, you know, prayed for me, with me. There were times hindi ako sumasama sa kahit dinner kasi nakahiga lang ako umiyak. Di ba, Dad? Ganun lang. But he let me be. And sanay na sila sa akin, pati mga anak ko. When mamas, I don't know. I grew up kasi only girl. Yung kuya ko, 5 years ang tanda sa akin. Sanay ako mag-isa. I always dealt with sadness on my own, and I've never been self-destructive. Kailangan lang mailabas ko, parang mailuksa ko lang, maiiyak ko lang. So, syempre, hindi ko mabibili yung oportunidad, hindi maibabalik sa akin dahil lang sa isang pagkakamali sa COVID test. Kasi 7 labs against 1, siguro naman tama yung 7 at hindi yung 1. At di naman ako nagkasakit talaga. So, yun po ang nangyari. And when I said, I'm sick, I'm not feeling well, actually, wala pa akong sakit nun. I was sick in my heart. And truth, wala pong, alam nyo, i-take note nyo po ang lahat ng mga YouTube channels na naninira sa amin ni Kiko, na nagsabing sinaktan ako ng asawa ko, or umiiyak si Sharon, umamin na, sinabi ng totoo. Yun yung mga sinungaling na pinagkakakitaan kami na nananahimik ang buhay. Isa pa, I know a lot of it is politically motivated. Siguro gusto nilang sirahin ng asawa ko dahil ayaw nilang tumakbo si Kiko. Pero tatakbo ang asawa ko with my support. Kung gusto niyang tumakbo, he has my full support. Because I know my husband's heart. Etong Panginoong Diyos, at hindi ko ginagamit ang pangalan ng Diyos in vain kasi takot ako maparusahan eh. So, kung kilala nyo lang si Kiko the way I know my husband and that the way his people know him, walang ginusto yan mula nung 7 years old siya kundi magsilbi sa bayan. Hindi ko alam. Siguro ako gusto ko maging singer at artista mula nung maliit ako. Siya naman talagang gusto niya maging servant. Maraming naninira kasi siguro, I'm so sorry ha, maraming nagugutom na kababayan natin na hindi nalagaan ng, ayoko magbanggit ng names, pero kahit naman di ako magbanggit ng names, konting ganito, titirahin ka. Yan ang style ng mga gustong manira, lalo na pag hindi nagagawa ang dapat ginawa or gawin. Ibang tao sisiraan, parang atensyon ng publiko doon mapunta. Yun ang masakit sa akin kasi minahal ko ang isang tao doon na tunay. Tapos, asawa ko yung pinapalabas ng masamang tao. He never hurt me. And I'll tell you this, he cannot hurt me. Sweetheart, do you think you can hurt me physically? I'd kill you, you know. I beat you up, you know. Just joking. But I know, no. Hindi kami tatagal ng 25 years kung kahit isang daliri niyan ay dumapo sa akin. I think it's a move na siraan ng asawa ko na matagal na namang ginagawa, sanay na kami dyan. Pero ang tiwala kasi namin nasa Panginoong Diyos. At siguro yung mga namumulat na sa mga nangyayari, katulad ng ako, marami na po akong I don't like talking about things I've done to help other people. Pero napapagawa kami ng bahay ni Kiko. Nagtutulungan kami na hirap kami dahil dream house namin to. Pero hindi ko pinaprioritize yung side ko ng bahay. Pinaprioritize ko yung family home. Pwede namang sumunod na lang later yung isa. Although pag pwede, why not? Pero yun na, doon na yung mga apo namin. Pag nawala na kami, hahati-hatiin yan ni Frankie, ni Miguel kasi si Casey, I don't think will live in the Philippines, or she has her own stuff. She has lots of my mom's stuff. Itong mga anak namin, sa amin lang naman makakaasa. So, paghahatian nila magkakapatid yan, kaya ganun kalaki. Sabi ko nga, kung gusto nyo, sama-sama na lang kayo dyan, hati-hatiin nyo, gawin yung 3 bahay pag wala na kami ni Daddy para magkakasama kayo magkakapatid at mga anak nyo, mga asawa nyo, sana pumayag. Anyway, naawa kay Kiko kasi walang tigil sa puso
okay.
niyan. Ang puso niyan, wagas. Wala po kaming kinita sa politika. Wala. Hindi na mo porsyento yan. Hindi yan tumatanggap ng porsyento na. Kaya nga nagtatrabaho pa kami. Ako, citizen lang ako, artista lang ako. Pero may mga taong nangangailangan na kaming mga artista ang gumagalaw. At si Kiko at mga anak ko, kahit tahimik, tumutulong ng hanggang kaya namin na imbis na nag-iipon kami para sa pagtanda naming mag-asawa at sa pinapagawa namin para sa mga anak namin. Ang laki nang nawala sa amin na napunta sa kabutihan naman na alam namin hindi kami pababayaan ng Panginoon kasi ang dami nangangailangan. So, maraming gutom na siguro na-sharean namin ng pagkain, mga sa bundok, mga aita na malapit sa puso namin, mga biktima ng mga pagsabog ng bulkan o anuman. Si Frankie and Kiko went without any publicity. Kasi si Frankie malamutin ang puso. Yung pa isa, pwede bang magsalita bilang ina? Si Frankie kumakanta lang yan. Ayun lang happiness niya, music. Parang si Case, gusto lang niya mag-artista, ganyan. I'm glad hindi sumasali si Case. Baka ikapahamak niya, pero magkakaibang ugali ng kahit magkakapatid, diba? Frankie happens to take after. We all, she takes after both me and her dad because we both hate injustice. We hate unfairness. Most of all, we hate liars. We hate. Naawa kami sa ibang taong namulat na sana. Namulat ako eh. Na masakit. Kasi kung magmahal ako, grabe. Pero pati pamilya namin kasi, nananahimik kami, ang babastos ng mga tumitira sa amin. So, pinalalabas ngayon, ang bubugbog si Kiko ng asawa, pinalalabas, malandi ako, pumapatol ako sa at nag-away kami mag-asawa dahil may boyfriend ako. Ngayon, buntis nga ako, hindi ko alam eh. Baka
Sabi
buntis
ko nga
ka? Baka nabuntis
eh,
kita. Kaya.
sabi ko, ang hinahampas ko lang lupa.
Tama.
Nagtatanim ng gulay.
I know. Di ba galit na galit pa tayo sa term na hampas lupa? Explain mo sa yun.
Kasi yung hampas lupa, di ba, yun yung parang pang-iinsulto sa pinakamababang uri sa ating pagkatao, di ba? Pero bakit naman naging
hampas lupa? Walang ibig sabihin actually na hampas lupa, sweetheart, ay?
Nagbubungkal, farmer, di ba? So, dapat talaga, yun nga. Pero, sabi, nambubugbog ako. Ang talagang binubugbog ko yung lupa para mabungkal. Minsan, pagka bato-bato pa, talagang hinahampas ko ng husto yun dahil buo-buo kailangan yun maging buwagag.
Fertilizer pati, pag nabungkal na. Hindi, pero bukod doon, ang nabubugbog talaga at nahahampas kami. At alam namin, nandiyan ang Diyos, lahat ng ginagawang masama, babalik at babalik sa gumagawa. Kaming pamilya namin, maayos kami. Maayos ang mga anak namin. Hindi namin, we don't dwell on those things. Pero sumobra na. So, ayoko naman ng parang, bakit ako papayag na sirain nila yung napakagandang intensyon, puso at pangalan ng asawa ko. At, di ba, ako sanay na ako sa showbiz. Diyos ko, 12 pa lang dyan na ako nagdalaga, dyan na ako nag-asawa, nakapag-asawa ng 2 beses, di ba? Pati ba naman yung anak kong boses ng henerasyon niya, hindi naman siguro wala namang masama sa pagtulong sa kapwa na ginagawa namin. Wala naman sigurong masama sa isang batang mahilig sa musika at gusto lang kumanta. Tapos, may maninira. So, biglang gugrupo-grupo na. At ganito, ganyan. But you know what? She's such a strong girl. My kids are strong. Our kids are strong because they take after me and Kiko. And Casey's a strong girl as well because, you know, she was raised by an Amazonian related to Wonder Woman. Wala naman duwag sa amin kahit sa side ng papa ni Kay. So, I'm just, masakit lang sa amin yung pamilya na namin yung laging tinitira, pati ba naman mga bata. Anong klase namang tao yung pati bata titirahin mo dahil galit ka sa sinasabi ng magulang? Or wala naman sigurong masama sa citizen ka, mamamayan ka ng isang bansa, at hindi naman pwedeng lahat sumang-ayon sa iisang tao lamang. Sa lahat ng henerasyon na dumaan, never naman nangyari yun na lahat sang-ayon sa isang tao lang. Never nangyari yun. So, bakit ngayon, nagbabayad naman kami ng buwis, nananahimik kami, tumutulong kami kahit hindi naman namin trabaho at hindi namin ginagamit dahil di naman kailangan gamitin. Ang daming niyo pang hindi alam na ginagawa naming pamilya, pati mga anak ko at ni Kiko, kung saan nakakarating yung mga yan. Ako nga pinakaduwag, dinadaan ko sa kung anong naipon ko. Sweldo ko yata sa your Facebook season na wala na at hindi sa akin punta. So, sa akin galing puso yun. Ang importante sa akin, ang Diyos ang manghuhusga, ang Diyos ang nakakaalam. So, siya may alam kung anong intensyon ng asawa ko, kung gaano katino ang asawa ko, at kung anong talagang intensyon ng pagsilbi sa mamamayan. So, I'm sorry if you are trying to dissuade my husband from running. and taking a chance just in case iboto ulit siya ng tao. I'm sorry, but if he decides to run, he has all our support because he's a good man with a good heart. He's a Christian. He is our rock in the family. And I don't know, manalo matalo, hindi niyo mapipigilan ang gustong gawin ng asawa ko. I just wanted to say that because I am the one that knows him best aside from his mom and his family, his immediate family. I mean, original family. At yung mga kaibigan niya matagal na nakakilala niya. Mga tiga-UP, mga tiga-Lasal, kilalang kilala ko. At yung mga naging konsehal siya sa Quezon City at sa Senado rin all this time. Diyos ko, dekada na. Nagtatrabaho pa rin kami. So, sweetheart, I'll stop talking. It's your turn na because I made kwento already about my Hollywood. Oh, just a piece of good news before. Sorry, sweetheart. I'll give you all the time after this. I just want to tell all my Sharonians that was my gift to you. And the good news is my manager hasn't stopped. I have Zoom meetings left and right and auditions left and right. That's why I'm here. Because now people here know that I am accessible and I am available. And don't worry, because I still have commitments back home. I'm still doing a teleserye, actually 2. And ang dami kong gagawin pag uwi. May pelikula pa ako. Yung isang pelikula nga, baka yung isang matagal nang dinadasal ng napakarami, baka finally matuloy na dahil merong istoryang nagustuhan nung dapat kasama ko. So sana matuloy yun. Nasa pag-negotiate na lang siguro nila ng producer yun. Alam mo yun, kung sino yun, dad, di ba? So alam mo yun. Anyway, pero ibibigay ko na po kay Kiko ito. Sharonians, I love you. Thank you for praying for me. Now you know the whole story. Kaya ako nag-sad at na-depressed. I'm sorry I said I was sick. It wasn't a lie. I was sick in my heart because I did not have a heart disease or problem, okay? But I was sick emotionally in my heart. Kasi nga nawala yung oportunidad ko. But now they know me here. So I've been meeting with a lot of people. My manager is so good. She's not just a manager, she's a producer. And we are actually starting a production company over here. And so there will be a lot of things going on in the Philippines and around here para mas makilala ang Pilipino. And so I love you, Sharonians. Please continue to pray for me and my family. And now I give the floor to my husband, Kiko. And thank you, Nanay Christy, for clearing up all the lies for me nung nagkwentuhan tayo. Thank you. Sa Christopher Minute. Thank you to you and to Rommel. Thank you. Dad, go ahead, sweetheart. It's your turn.
Yes. Hi. Yeah. Thank you also, sweetheart, for that clarification sa ating mga nanonood at nagpapadala ng mga message sa IG. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Naalala ko lang, because we've been through this so many times.
So many times.
Maglalabas
Lalo pag malapit na yung election or
habang lumalapit.
Sweetheart, paalala mo sa mga batang magrehistro po kayo, bumoto. Kahit po sinong gusto niyong iboto, nasa sa inyo yon. Pero please register and vote. Lalo na yung mga vote for the first time or never took the time to vote before. Please vote when election comes. Marumihistro na kayo. Kailan yung period, sweetheart?
Up to September 30. Lalo sa mga youth.
Up to
September 30 ang deadline, yes.
Yun. So para makaboto kayo. Pagdating
yun. So sabi ko nga, importante yung we should, parang iniisip ko, every time na lang malapit ang eleksyon may chismis, di ba? So talagang parang So they're saying, what I'm saying, parang alam nila na para sirain tayo ang aatakihin yung ating 'di ba, our marriage, our family life, yun ang kumbaga bumenta na ito eh, 'di ba? But of course we have to clarify this and explain it, and therefore doon sa ating mga nanonood, just to let you know, this happens all the time.
Yeah.
Itong mga paninira. So we all have to be vigilant. In fact, merong post sa amin eh. Sabi, how dare you, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Di
How
ba?
dare you
You're
what?
a kasi nga, di ba, binubugbog daw kita.
Oh
In
my
other words,
God, may naniwala.
in other words,
Oo. Yun
di ba,
ako.
naniniwala. So,
Oh my God, that's so sad.
wag tayong basta-basta maniwala. Di ba? We have to be very, yun lang, let's be mindful. At pagka tinanong sa atin, sabihin natin, hindi, napanood na namin. Di ba? Hindi totoo yan. Let's not underestimate also our power to influence, di ba, others. Di ba? So,
Yes.
yon.
Tsaka
Of
lahat
course,
may right magsalita. How sad naman if even pati yung wala na ba tayong freedom of speech sa
yeah.
Pilipinas na kahit sino ba bawal na magsalita ng hinanakit or maglabas ng or magtanong, kasalanan ba
Mm.
magtanong, nasa ng ayuda, nasa ng mga vaccines, bakit delayed, bakit ganito,
Okay.
bakit I mean,
But, yun, sabi ko nga, sabi mo kanina, taxpayer, di ba? Parang yung pupunta ka sa restaurant, nag-order ka, magbabayad ka naman, tapos yung hinanda sa'yo, panis.
oo.
Alam nga naman hindi ka magreklamo.
Right, oo.
Diba? Kailangan magreklamo ka. Alam nga naman sabi, ay, manahimik na lang tayo kasi baka murahin tayo ng may-ari. Pwede ba naman?
Pwede ganun.
Di ba? So,
Oo, ikaw ang
manahimik na lang tayo
nandihado
dahil,
tapos ikaw pa
yes.
masama. Yun ang
And
nakakatawa sa
then,
nangyayari. Ngayon, kung matalino yung nakikinig o nagbabasa or whatever, alam nyo na yun. Alam nyo nang
yeah.
may mga motibo ang ibang tao. Um,
Lalo na pag malapit na yun na nga, palapit na palapit yung eleksyon, palapit na palapit yung paninira. At kaya nga sa atin, moving forward, let's be mindful. This is not going to be the last. They will come up with other wild stories. But,
and we're used to it na. Sanay na tayo
and,
dyan.
yes. And
Bagong kasal pa lang tayo, di ba?
yeah, and unfortunately for them, dahil hindi totoo, we always come out and say this is not true. And
Yeah.
when we do that, people then realize, pagsisinungaling pala yung mga nilabas nila. And
Hindi,
lalong
saka,
hindi sila. Mm.
lahat ng sinabi mo since 2001, nung una kang tumakbo, pag binalikan nila, makikita nila, totoo nga lahat ng sinabi ni Kiko. Parang, oo nga. Yun nga
Yeah.
nangyayari doon. Kasi lumabas
Yeah.
naman. So, not for anything, ayaw naming manira ng kahit sino. Nagsasalita lang kami at naglalabas ng... Kasi alam ko part of all the paninira is politically motivated na
Mm-hmm.
hindi na
Yeah.
never ako na disrespect ng ganito nung bago ako nag-asawa ng politiko eh. So, I just take it because he's my husband. That's part of it. And, we're strong. Our family is strong. Our marriage is blessed. Our family is blessed. Di ba parang habang inaapi tayo, lalong okay tayong pamilya.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
talagang buhay ang Diyos. Ang dinadasal namin, yung wala kaming gustong, walang mararating ang pagpupuna lang eh. Nagmamakaawa kami na yung mga talagang may power na, at hindi lang isang tao to, yung ibang may power na ibigay ang nararapat sa kababayan natin. Gawin. Unahin ng tao kasi napakasad lang, di ba? Parang ang ganda-ganda ng Pilipinas. Tapos, alaga lang kasi
That's right.
pag gutom ang kapwa-tao mo, ang kababayan mo, di ba? Paano makaka-afford ng bakuna kung dapat ibigay sa tao yung dapat na libre at yung gutom pakainin, hindi pwedeng kaya kami na lang kahit artista lang kami, awa ng Diyos, may mga puso naman kaming tumutulong. Tapos may mga politiko katulad ni Kiko at marami pang katulad ni Kiko na talagang tapat na tumutulong ng hindi kailangan may TV coverage para iboto. Hindi ganon. So, manalo matalo si Kiko pag tumakbo siya. Okay lang sa amin. Pero, hindi kami, kumbaga, hindi kami mapipigilan ng paninira. Kasi, dito na ako lumaki, sanay na ako, ano pa ba naman ang pwede niyong isira sa akin. Lalo na si Kiko, parang lumalabas din naman lagi ang totoo. So, in the end, Alam nyo,
Yes.
hindi natutulog.
Hindi
Yung
natutuwa.
Ten Commandments,
Amen.
thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not bear false witness against
Yes.
thy neighbor.
Dahil.
Kasama din yung thou shalt not kill. Alam mo bakit? Ang kill hindi lang murder o papatay ka ng tao. Pag sinira mo ang pangalan ng isang tao at nag-succeed ka, pinatay mo na rin siya. At hindi naman pinapayagan ng Panginoon mangyari yun sa mga hindi dapat pangyarihan na dahil alam niyang gumagawa ng work niya. Hindi ba?
And speaking of work, we're very proud of you and we continue to pray for you. Sabi ko nga, I text you that every day or regularly
I
that
said,
we pray for you. That we pray to you every day. We pray for you every day.
don't pray to me.
Don't pray to you. Pray for you, and God is in charge, diba? And have faith.
Yeah.
Sabi nga, and this is a cliche already. When He closes a door, He opens a window. So many windows are now being opened for you, and
Actually,
we're praying, diba? We're praying, and I know. Alam mo, sabi nga diba? Alam natin ang milagro ng Diyos. We
ilang
all knew
beses na
Frank.
natin na-experience.
We all knew, di ba? Frankie was a answered prayer after 2 miscarriages. Hindi
Yes.
natin alam kung magkakaroon tayo, pero
After 4
nanalangin
years
tayo.
of marriage, yeah.
Tapos sabi pa nung ating pastor, Simone is Hebrew for God has heard.
And Emmanuel,
And Emmanuel is God
God
with
is with us.
God with us, di
God
ba?
with us.
Oh, and yung ating marriage, biro 25 years. Di ba? Who would have thought?
Right.
Tapos naalala ko yung timing. God's timing is perfect. Hindi ba lahat ng mga kaibigan natin magkakilala, pero hindi tayo nagtagpo hanggang sa
Hindi tayo
dulo?
nagtagpo hanggang sa dulo. Yung mga
Diba?
kaibigan ko since childhood, high school, kaibigan din niya, pero never kami nagkita.
No,
Anthony,
never talagang.
kapatid niya, yun ang unang kaibigan ko sa mga kasi kaibigan ko, nagkikwentuhan kami. I mean, talagang friends lang, walang mali siya. Hanggang kinasal si Anthony at nakilala ko to.
Si Randy at Ruel,
Randy
barkada
Ruel.
ng kuya ko
Herbert
at Salimpusa. Si Herbert, kasama ko sa City Council.
Ano po
Lahat
si
yun,
Coach Bernabe, si Tita Mama Rosa.
Coaches Bernabe, si Tita Rosie, lahat ng,
na siya yung
naalala ko
assistant
yun.
na daddy ko ng 40 years. At hindi kita
Yeah,
nakilala
and
sa bahay niya tuwing pupunta kayo.
siguro kung tatlo, hindi lang tatlo, yung birthday ni Coaches, nandun ka, di ba? Andun din ako, pero hindi tayo nagkita. In other words, sabi ng Diyos, hindi pa panahon, di ba? Hindi pa panahon. Pero nung nagtagpo tayo, sabi ng Diyos, panahon na. Oh, yan, di ba? Panahon na para
Wag
anyway.
nang kumanta, Peter.
So, and then,
umalis,
diba?
lahat ng
And
fans,
all these, di ba? Sabi ng ating pastor, all these are the miracles of our Lord. Di ba? So, dapat maniwala lang tayo na pagka merong ganyang hindi katanggap-tanggap, may plano ang Diyos. We just have to have faith. At pagka yung ganyan tayong, sabi mo nga, our work, di ba? God has His plan. Our family is, di ba, importante. We are continue to be strong and healthy despite the pandemic. We be thankful.
Yes, no one has gotten sick. Nung diagnose nga ako na false positive, sabi ko, paano nangyari yun? Walang lumalabas ng bahay namin. 12 kami dito. Kasama ko lang aso. Pati mga aso ko hindi na nga makalabas. Paano ako nagkaroon ng COVID? Wala akong iniimbita dito na hindi nagsama. So talaga, siguro hindi lang talaga para sa akin. So, sabi ko, marami pa plano si Lord. Kasi ganyan naman, all my life, ganyan naman siya. So, God is faithful and God will, He gave me a taste of it, but it probably wasn't really what was meant for me. So maybe next one will be. I'm praying for that. Yeah.
We're praying for that, and yun na nga. So, wag kayong maniniwala sa fake news, sa false,
it's so important.
paninira, at ayun, let's all be vigilant also. And i-report natin.
Expecting nyo na pagkatapos nito, ang daming titira sa amin. Alam na namin. So, abangan nyo na yun. Pero sana po, just, I know, most people in the Philippines are smart. So you will know what the truth is and you will know what isn't. And now that I've told you why I am here and that why I'm staying, I am working and I'm fixing some things. And ngayon na medyo maluwag na, for those in the United States, my team in the Philippines is now trying to, because some places here, some venues like casinos and other venues, performance venues, have already gotten in touch with my team kasi mas medyo we are slowly getting back to normal here in the States. When I go out, it's like parang naninibago ako na bukod sa mask na suot ng mga tao, talagang parang halos normal na, ganon. Everyone's so careful. Pag kumain ka sa restaurant, may isang table na bakante bago yung susunod. Tapos everyone's aware sa mask. Hindi kami nakikipagsabayan sa ibang tao sa elevators. Lahat sumusunod. So, ang laki ng binagsak ng COVID cases, what is it? 92% or something. Ang laki. That's
Yeah.
not a joke. That is so not a joke. So yung pwedeng mapabakuna.
Yung sa Italy, for example, yung kanilang National Health Institute, after 13.7 million Italians being vaccinated from December to May, 80% ang drop sa infections, 85% ang drop sa hospitalization, at 95% ang drop sa deaths.
See? Yeah.
So it's working. It's working.
It is. It is.
So we just...
Right. Kaya ako rin, I've been an immigrant for many years now. And every 2 years, nagre-renew lang ako dito ng permit ko, yung biometrics ko, para makatrabaho ng full-time at makatira dyan ng every 2 years nang hindi umuwi dito. Pero starting next year, ewan ko lang kung ano sila dahil sa nangyari last year, halos walang makapunta because of COVID. Supposedly, starting next year, I will have to spend half the year here every year. So, since Frankie will be in New York, that's, and then later on, we still don't know where Miel will decide to go, but she has our support kasi di ba she's choosing if she wants to go to college in Manila or to come here also and join her ate. She'll probably join her ate because they're like, my God, di mo pa pag dalawang yan eh, Diyos ko. Para silang epoxy, ganun sila ka-close. And Miguel talaga, dahil padala mo na si Miguel dito, yan ang gusto mong maging email. Yan ang gusto mong ka-green card. Mama, I wanna go with you. Sabi ko, you're gonna miss your body. Ikaw ang body niya.
Namimiss ka na nga, kaya nga sabi ko...
pahiram mo na muna dito, bakasyon naman. Sige na.
Hindi pa pwede bumiyahe ang 11 years old. Hindi pa pwede.
Naku, mag-12 na siya. Hindi pa umabot sa October pa.
Yun. So, basta ang ano natin is we're praying for you. Okay, remember that. And kung saan ka masaya, of course, we want you to be happy. You deserve the happiness. And we're all here.
I'm here after all the years naman. Ganyan kami, give and take kaming mag-asawa. After all the years na he had all our support sa kanyang karera sa politika. He knows when it's my turn because what else am I gonna do? I have nothing else to prove in.
Nako, marami pang mangyayari.
Yeah,
marami pang mangyayari.
I just feel it's time to give back to my countrymen, the people that gave me everything I have, and make the Philippines proud of not just me, but Filipinos. And Filipinos all over the world. So we were going to start with Joe Coy's movie, which is going to be a great movie pa rin kahit wala ako doon. Joe is, I just, I had a Zoom with the director and he said it's really turning out to be a good movie and I'm sure it's going to be funny and that's what people need after, going through this whole pandemic. But I miss you, Dad. I miss the girls. I miss Googie. I miss my dogs.
I miss you too.
My dogs. I got scammed. I tried to buy a dog here. It was a scammer. They never called back. It's my fault. Sorry. Because I can't. They won't. The Pixie, kunyari, can't follow. Even Daisy can't follow without someone flying with them. So I can't send any of them here. So Okay,
It'll be okay. We'll be fine. You will be fine. God is in charge. Diba? God has a purpose. So we will be fine. All this, ang importante, tayo ay healthy, tayo ay kompleto, at tayo ay nagmamahalan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss you too.
Baka kumanta ka na naman. Okay.
Oo. I
Okay.
miss you.
I
And
miss
I
you
will see
guys.
you. We have some plans, but
Because Kaki is going back to New York
we will see. We
in
will see.
August, so I might meet up with you guys there. So I'm excited. That's why I'm not going to New York. I'm just going around here. Oh,
We'll see
Christopher's coming
how
with
the
me. Christopher's coming here. My son is coming here. My son, pero
oh,
pamangkin, pero my son, my soldier son. He's in service. Thank you for your service, Curtis. Okay.
so may mga nagsasabi they're happy to see you smiling. Oh, tama.
See?
Thank you, Lord, for your smile.
And they know me. You will see it when it's a fake smile, when my eyes don't smile, because I can't force them to. And I'm happy
Ayan.
my husband and I are able to clear up all these nasty rumors.
Kayo
And
maniniwala at sabihin
pasalamat
niyo
ka
hindi
rin kay
totoo.
Christida. Pasalamat ka rin kay Nanay.
Yes, thank you. Oo.
Sobrang ayaw niya talagang merong ginagawan ng storyang hindi tama. So, thank you, Nanay, for clearing it up po sa Christopher Meet. And we love you.
Napakaganda. Look,
Abangan niyo po.
napakaganda ni Sharon pag walang makeup. Ay, nako, akong mismo nakakaalam niyan. I confirm that. Ay, confirm. Alam mo ba yung joke? Ano yung pagkakaiba ng confirm sa confirm?
Ano? Naku.
Pag confirm, mukhang tuloy na. Pag confirm, tuloy na tuloy talaga. Confirm. Oo, diba? Biro lang.
Fear na fear. Tawa ka na muna mag-joke. Minsan natatawa ako sa effort mo, hindi sa joke mo.
Ayun, kinikilig po kami. Uy, thank you. Sobrang ganda naman. Don't turn the light. Don't off.
Hindi, kasi matutulog na ako. Anong oras na dito?
Oo nga, oy, gabi na. Umaga na dyan.
2:28. No, sandali.